So welcome to the Node.js Technical Steering Committee meeting for November 22nd, 2023. We'll follow our standard agenda, which is to start out with, does anybody have any announcements they'd like to share? Okay, so then this week, because we want to keep most of the time for a private session, a few of the TSC members have gone through and we've looked at all the issues that were on the agenda. We think most of those we can skip. There's either a proposed way forward or they're resolved. So the last one we left on the agenda, which is number 50169, which is add experimental web storage. I think, Robert, you were mentioning that was discussed in detail last week, right?
Yes, we discussed it in detail last week. We tried to provide some recommendations on the PR itself, but we couldn't do much more because we weren't enough members to do a vote to override the objection. And I think we're in the same situation today.
Okay. So basically, it sounds like we don't believe we have consensus or we'll be able to reach consensus among the TSC. That's the assessment?
I think the TSC itself we have consensus. We just don't have enough people to make an official vote to override the objection that is on the PR.
Yeah. Okay, so the proposal is to override I guess I'd have to go back and look at our governance. If we have consensus, I don't know if we need a vote, but
yeah. Well, it's recording the consensus. So I mean, maybe if it's put out one email to the TSC members and just say, hey, if you object to this, please let us know. And if anyone does object, then we'll call for a formal vote. If not, then we'll just say,
right,
it's decided. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So I'm willing to volunteer to send out that email saying, we believe the consensus is this, and unless we have any objections among the TSC, we will override the objection in the issue. That makes sense?
Yep.
Sounds good.
And if there's at least one objection, then we'll call for a formal vote.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll include that in the. Right. To confirm. Okay, so I think that's the only thing we wanted to leave on the agenda for the public session. We'll skip the strategic initiatives as well to retain as much time as we can for the private session. So thanks anybody who was joining for the stream, and we will see you next time with a fuller public meeting. But thanks.